Hey there, my name is KoKetso and I'm a medical student at the University of Free State. And when I was at UCT in the year 2023, I found a lot of comments asking me which bursary I'm using, and I was using no bursary. One thing that is quite important to realize and notice is that you might get good results and still not get a bursary, and that's why it's important for you to apply for bursaries by yourself. University is expensive. For argument's sake, at UCT, my account at the end of the year accumulated to 200,000 rands. At UFS, I think for medicine, how much is it? I completely forgotten, but it's 100 and something thousand. It's over 150,000 if I'm not mistaken. Unless if your parents are rich or they have the financial means to pay for university, I don't think that your parents have 20,000 rands per month to pay to university. So in this video, I wanted to talk about the common bursaries that not only for medical students but for students in general, bursaries that you can apply for university. Hopefully by the time you watch this video they'll still be open, but yes. So as I speak in this video, I'm going to be looking at my iPad where I have the bursaries written down. I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them, and one that is a link to thousands of bursaries basically. So I wanted to start firstly with NSFAS. NSFAS is the National Students Financial Aid Scheme, I think. And NSFAS is the most generic bursary you can think about because it is for students that first of all, NSFAS is open right now and it closes on the 15th of December 2024. Most students actually use that, especially when you do not have any financial means to pay for university, as I had previously mentioned a few seconds ago. Who gets funded by NSFAS? So first of all, NSFAS bursary is open to all South African citizens and permanent residents with a combined household income of not more than 350,000 rands per year. And for persons living with disabilities, the income is now 600,000 and not 350,000. And if you get SASSA, you automatically qualify because of financial eligibility for NSFAS. There's also an NSFAS student loan. So there's an NSFAS bursary and an NSFAS student loan. The student loan is open to all South African citizens and permanent residents with a combined household income from 350,001 rands to 600,000 per year. For people living with disabilities, again, it's 600,000 rands. The bursary provides registration fees, so you don't pay registration. Tuition fees, it pays all your fees. Learning materials, it gives you book allowance for you to buy a laptop, your textbooks and all. It pays for your residence, living allowance, and personal care allowance, so they give you money where you can buy food and stuff like that. And also transport and accommodation. Accommodation, as I already said. I'll do an overlay of a screen of me scrolling through the NSFAS website. And below here is the NSFAS website, how to apply, and how to create a My NSFAS application to submit your application. So yeah. And the next category of bursaries, I'd like us to call them regional bursaries or provincial. So for me, who was in Gauteng, it is the GCRA, the Gauteng City. No, it can't be Gauteng City. I don't know, but yeah, regional, whatever, that bursary. So GCRA is basically for someone in Free State, the Free State something. In Western Cape, they have their own thing as well. So in each and every province, they have their own provincial bursaries that are given mostly. So in Gauteng, if you are part of the top achievers of the province, you get it automatically. But if not, you have to apply for it. GCRA program is open to all youth from Gauteng who study an undergraduate or postgraduate program at an accredited and registered post-education. Okay, I don't care about that. The bursary covers full cost of tuition with conditions as stipulated in the bursary contract. Obviously, when a bursary has accepted you, they'll send you a contract for you to read and see all of those things that you agree to and stuff like that. And the top 3 grade 12 learners from non-fee paying school, SSIP, what is SSIP? I forgot what that is. And LSEN government schools in Gauteng qualify for a bursary to study at a recognized higher education institute. So if you're in the top 3, you're part of the top 3 learners in your school and it's a non-fee paying school in Gauteng, you qualify for this bursary. And pretty much it's almost guaranteed that you'll get it, is it? It is guaranteed. All you have to do is go to a public university, UCT, UKZN, UFS, UJ, also Sisulu, Sifako, all of those. And yeah, we called it a regional bursary because I wanted us to make mention of the bursary for the Free State, which is called the Premier. And I stand to be corrected, I don't live in Free State, but from my research, that's what I found. And yeah, this one here, it's basically similar but not the same. And it also covers, it is for households with low income, scarce and critical skills. So you know we have a shortage of doctors, things like that. And it is also open for orphans, persons with disabilities, and the top 150 achievers of the province. It's like how I said in Gauteng, if you do get the Gauteng top achievers, if you're part of the Gauteng Provincial Awards, you're guaranteed a GCRA bursary. If you're part of the top 150 achievers of the Free State, you are guaranteed to get this bursary. And unless if you don't want it and you want something else, this one is for you. The next bursary is the Motsepe Foundation bursary, and I have, I think, 4 friends that actually use the Motsepe bursary, and they've said only good things about it. I called them asking when they open, and they told me that at the end of August. And it's now September, so yeah. And now what I intend to show you on the screen is the fields of study that it says it covers. That is computer science, engineering, media arts, humanities, commerce, and agriculture. Usually I tell people something that I was told by my mother, that because they named these 6 fields of study does not mean that these are the only ones that they fund, because as I said, I have friends who are all studying medicine, 4 of them, and they're all funded by Motsepe, but medicine is nowhere here. So apply. Even if a bursary says they don't fund law students, but you're in the law faculty, apply for it, because for all you could know, you would get it as well. The locations of where they fund, is this every province? I think so. This should be every province. I don't even know provinces. Do we have 8 provinces? 10 provinces? I don't even know. But yes, oh, national. Okay, yeah. And these are their contact details, the requirements and eligibility. To be eligible, you must be a South African citizen, demonstrate financial need, have achieved a minimum average of 70% in your matric exams, excluding life orientations, be enrolled in or intend to enroll in the field of study, and yeah, basically that is what they want. And here are their contact details, their email, and the contact number, and the website where you can find this bursary. And the next bursary is the Marshall bursary. And with the Marshall bursary, I actually have a friend who is funded by both Marshall and NSFAS, because it is possible to have that. For the most part, Marshall can can fund you, and it can also act as a co-founder. Whilst you're being funded by NSFAS, it can also fund you on top of that, which is good or whatever. But yes, here it says that it gives full funding scholarship, living and meal allowances, and all these things here. You'll read them. And the admission requirements are: your household income must be up to 200,000 per year before deductions, which is quite low, so you must show an extreme need for financial assistance, and 70% minimum for English, maths, physics, and accounting, which is why it's important for you to balance your subjects. Imagine now for English, you got 69 because you decided to get 100% for maths only. Then fun, you can't get this now. And yeah, you must complete an online form, you must be accepted to an institution that they fund, and I'll leave the website to them, and basically the universities that they fund and the fields of study that they fund. I will leave the website link or whatever they call it on my description box of all of these bursaries that I'm talking about, actually, so you don't have to go searching for them. Just click on the link, I'll make life easier for you and leave them there. And yeah, the next place you can go looking for a bursary is CareerWise Bursary Services. So this is not necessarily a bursary in itself, but it's a platform where you apply for bursaries. As you can see here, I intend on showing you a screen record of me scrolling through this. So you register a profile with them, and by the way, this is not a sponsored segment. They did not sponsor this video. And then yeah, they have an option, they apply for a bursary, so you can go for that, and then yeah, do whatever the process is for applying for bursaries. I remember I did it when I was in grade 12. That was 2 years back, so I've completely forgotten what comes next. But you can also use CareerWise bursaries, which will help you find bursaries that are in your field and those that you qualify for. And on that note, I'd like to talk about a very useful flashcard creating app that I've been using for the past weeks, I'd say, and it's been very helpful. So before that, I was using softwares like Anki and all of that, and now I've started using Flashcard, which is a flashcard making software that allows you to create flashcards, and it's so easy. You can use it in your matric year, you can use it in your university years, and I highly recommend it mostly for people that are in university and people that are in high school, because what you use it for is you basically just upload your document. Because what I did is I uploaded my lecture slides onto Flashcard and told them that I want flashcards from this page to this page, and those flashcards are so helpful because I don't have to manually insert a question and insert an answer, insert a question, insert an answer. Using the exact document that I have uploaded, which are my notes, Flashcard is going to use its AI software to generate flashcards for me. As you can see on the right of the screen, it has generated a number of flashcards with questions and answers that are already made for me, and I do not need to create them manually. To try Flashcard today, click on the link in the description box down below and you will get a discount of 20% using my discount code KOKETSO20, which will be in the description box down below as well. And yeah. The next bit of funding that I am talking about here is the ISFAP bursary, which I think means ikusasa Student Financial Aid Program. If I'm right, give me my flowers. But yeah, so ISFAP is a bursary that is very inclusive. That's the one thing you need to know. It is very inclusive. Pay focus for this one. Please pay focus. So for the ISFAP, notice how NSFAS, Marshall, and all of those said that they want an income of less than 350,000 per annum. But this one, ISFAP, needs 600,000. So unless if your parents are, I don't know, working for who, I don't think they get 600 rands per annum. But if they do, then you don't qualify for ISFAP. If they don't, good news for you, you qualify for this. And ISFAP helps those people that are basically in the missing middle. You see, if you don't qualify for NSFAS by a few thousands, by a few tens of thousands, by hundreds of thousands, you can still qualify for ISFAP if your parents are not ministers again, as I said. But yeah, and the application process is outlined and stipulated in their website. And yeah, basically they fund all universities. They didn't fund UFS and they've started funding it this year, so that's another good thing for those who want to come to UFS, and the contact details will be here. And just like every other bursary, as I've said, I'll leave their contact details and the link to their website down below in the description. And the next source of getting a bursary for university is actually a website where you find most of these bursaries, and where I discovered most of these is a site called Bursaries SA. Is it? Yeah, zabursaries.co.za, which I will also leave it down below. Bursary South Africa, where basically in this you find bursaries for literally any course anywhere in the world, but mostly South Africa. And it also has articles and tips on how to write a motivational letter for a bursary, and how to prepare for a bursary interview and stuff like that. And it basically has these bursaries outlined like consequently, is it? Yeah, synchronization, synchronously, and I clicked on the law faculty, and then when you look at the law faculty, it shows you the universities that it funds and all the different bursaries. You can see these are like hundreds of bursaries, not 100, but you can see it's a lot of bursaries. Check them all out one by one, see which ones you qualify for, apply for them, and yeah, let's get funding, man. And another thing that you can do, which I know of a friend who did and it worked for them, is you can actually approach a company. So I almost did that as well, but I was too lazy. I don't know why, but I know why, but I was lazy. So you can go to a store, let's say Woolworths, you can go to Sasol, you can go to your ShopRite, your NetBanks, and ask them, yo, I am a student, I got these metric results, I got these marks, and I'd like to apply for funding here, or may I please talk to the manager. Then you talk to the manager and approach them asking for funding, and if possible they can fund you, because I know someone who went to a Coca-Cola workshop and they funded him. And yeah, so that is also very possible. So yeah, thank you for watching this video. And if you have any more bursaries that I haven't spoken about, speak down in the comments section down below. And this video has been very well requested, and I decided to do it as quickly as possible because I can't just come and talk about things that I don't know. I usually have to take my time to research all of these things to make sure that I bring to you credible information. But yeah, if you want to see a video about how to study long hours without losing focus, click on this video here and subscribe to make sure you don't miss any more of my content. This has been KOKETSO, and don't forget to stay happy and healthy. Peace.